Arizona debt relief options just got a little upgrade and most people don't even know about it. A law passed in 2022 that can protect your paycheck and your home. Want to learn more? Keep watching. Hi, I'm Rob. I spent over 20 years working directly with people navigating debt decisions. So I get how confusing debt can feel, especially with so many sketchy ads out there. So I'm here to break down what's real and what's not, and how you can finally start taking control of your debt with confidence and clarity. My goal here is simple: to help you understand what's real, what actually applies to Arizona residents, and how you can start taking control of your debt with confidence instead of fear. By the end of this video, you'll understand why debt relief works differently in Arizona and the specific steps most people never find out about. Let's break it down. To understand your options, it helps to be clear on what's really happening across Arizona. Since 2020, consumer debt issues in the state have surged by more than 120%, and it's hitting people earlier in life than ever before. Picture someone like Sarah, a situation I've seen many times over the years. She's a 43-year-old nurse in Phoenix who experiences an unexpected medical emergency. Between missed work and mounting bills, she ends up with $18,000 in credit card debt in just 6 months. Unfortunately, stories like Sarah's are becoming the norm. A few years ago, the average age of someone seeking debt relief was 49. Today, it's closer to 43. And the main trigger has shifted from job loss to medical expenses. One health issue can undo years of financial stability. Right now, the average Arizona resident seeking help carries more than $15,000 in credit card debt at interest rates around 23%. About 1/3 are already past due. And what Sarah didn't know at the time could have made a huge difference. Medical issues are now one of the top causes of debt in Arizona. If medical debt has affected you or someone you care about, type medical in the comments and let's talk about resources that might help. Here's where Arizona stands out and where things can get a little empowering. If a creditor ever tries to garnish your wages, there's a law that could seriously limit the damage. It's called Proposition 209, and surprisingly few people know it exists. It dropped wage garnishment from 25% to just 10% of your disposable income. That means if you bring home $3,000 a month, they can only take $300, not $750. In Sarah's situation, that could mean up to $5,400 saved per year, depending on her disposable income. Proposition 209 also strengthened asset protections. Home equity exclusions increased from $250,000 to $400,000, and vehicle equity protections jumped from $6,000 to $15,000. On top of that, federal law requires debt collectors to send written validation within 5 days of contacting you. And in Arizona, most credit card and medical debt has a 6-year statute of limitations, though it's important to know that making a payment can restart that clock. Most Arizonans have no idea that Proposition 209 exists, and creditors like it that way. Did you know about Prop 209? Tell us in the comments what surprised you most about it. Now that you know your rights, let's break down the main debt relief options in Arizona and how each one works. Here are the 4 ways people typically deal with debt in Arizona. Each one works differently and comes with its own trade-offs. I'm going to walk you through all 4 so you can see which one fits your situation. Option 1, debt consolidation. This option focuses on combining balances into a new loan, ideally with a lower interest rate. Option 2, debt settlement. Debt settlement negotiates your unsecured debt down. Debt settlement works by negotiating directly with creditors, typically after accounts fall delinquent, which is why balances can be reduced. It can affect your credit, and forgiven debt may be taxable, which is why this option isn't appropriate for everyone. Option 3, debt management plans. This option focuses on organizing payments through a nonprofit credit counselor. And option 4, Chapter 7 bankruptcy. This option focuses on legally discharging qualifying unsecured debt. With this option, there is a means test. Student loans usually aren't discharged, and it stays on your credit report for up to 10 years. That said, Arizona's updated laws have made it less damaging than it once was. For someone like Sarah, consolidation may not be an option if her credit already took a hit. Instead of remaining in a minimum payment cycle, settlement can create a defined payoff timeline. This example shows how different strategies can lead to very different outcomes. Choosing the wrong option can be expensive. If you've considered debt relief or you're thinking about it now, comment options below and tell me which one you're leaning toward. So how do you know which option actually fits your financial situation? This is where a lot of people get stuck. And staying stuck can cost you time, money, and peace of mind. If you have good credit and can qualify for a lower interest rate, debt consolidation might be your best bet. If you can still make payments but need structure and guidance, a debt management plan can certainly help. If you're already behind and need to actually reduce what you owe, a debt relief program like debt settlement is worth exploring. And if you're drowning in medical debt, facing lawsuits, or just need a complete reset, Chapter 7 bankruptcy with an attorney might be the answer. The right path depends on your situation, like income stability, debt type, and how far behind you are. Credit card debt, medical debt, and income disruptions all call for different strategies. Look, I read every comment. So let me know where you're at by commenting consolidation, management, settlement, or bankruptcy below, and let me know what's making this decision so hard right now. So here's the takeaway. There's a lot of options for debt relief in Arizona, and you have protections that most people never learn about. Proposition 209 limits wage garnishment. The 6-year statute of limitations matters, and there are legitimate paths that can help you go from feeling stuck to having a clear plan forward. If this video helped you, give it a like and share it with someone who could use the information. And be sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss future videos where we break down debt in a way that actually makes sense. And if you want to explore your options, you can get a free debt evaluation at freedomdebtrelief.com. The link is in the description. Look, you're not alone in this. Know that you have options and progress is possible. I'll see you in the next one.